With me today I have Kyriakos Pyrakasis, and you have been talking about citizen involvement in local communities. Can you give a view of how you see how local authority can work?
Well, our experience began from Greece. It began during the Greek crisis, and we had this empirical analysis that Greece was last in all the social capital metrics, that basically citizens have very low trust towards political institutions, especially in our country. We tend to be last in the European Union. We're 28th out of the 28 countries. So even though we have this picture, we had seen that trust was a little bit higher towards the local institutions. Why? Because of their proximity to the citizens. We thought that this was an opportunity. Why? Because we wanted citizens to engage more to the problems of the local communities, with the problems of the local communities, and be in discussion with the mayors and with the local politicians. We developed this app, Novoville, which is, in our view, only a first step. It's like our version of a Trojan horse of crowdsourcing in local municipalities and cities. Basically, citizens use smartphones in order to map problems, 20 categories of problems, on the local sphere, and then use this as an accountability mechanism for mayors and for municipal councils to see how quickly they respond to problems that the citizens have. But in our view, this is only the first step. First, you monitor, first, you are part of the dialogue, and then the second step is to volunteer, because then the citizens will increasingly realize that mayors cannot solve all the problems. They need to prioritize. Some of the problems we need to solve on our own. So we're hoping to use such technologies in order to increase the empowerment of citizens and their participation.
So which are the cities in Greece that are involved in your work?
Well, we have been working with 8 cities so far. We only launched last October officially, because we had an election of municipalities, and the new mayors came in September. The largest city that we have been engaged with is Piraeus, but we're also the first city that adopted Novoville was Karpenisi, which is a winter mountainous resort in Greece, and there are 6 more cities. We're in discussion with 10 more right now, and with a couple of cities in Switzerland, and since yesterday 1 city in Norway.
Oh.
So we're hoping to develop our work much more in Scandinavia.